Are you ready to learn the truth? Let's break down 7 powerful facts about black people in the Bible. Facts that will challenge what you thought you knew, and most importantly, show you that God's plan has always included you. That God's plan has always included you. That God's plan has always included you. 7 shocking facts about black people in the Bible they won't tell you. You have been lied to for centuries. The truth about black people in the Bible has been buried under misconceptions, half-truths, and outright lies. Many of us grew up with distorted images of biblical figures, European-looking depictions of Jesus, whitewashed prophets, and an erased African presence. But what if I told you that black people have been a vital part of God's plan from the very beginning? What if I told you that Africa and its people played some of the most important roles in the Bible, that some of the most powerful figures, leaders, prophets, and even kings had African roots?
The opening video clip is from a video titled 7 Shocking Truths About Black People in the Bible, which is supposedly a sermon by the late Billy Graham. See, on the surface, this video may seem compelling to those who are unfamiliar with the power of modern technology, specifically artificial intelligence, AI. See, when such groundbreaking, paradigm-shifting technology falls into the hands of deceitful, money-hungry individuals and is combined with an audience that has itching ears, the results can be highly misleading. See, with absolute confidence, I can say that this video is AI generated. One of the biggest giveaways is the unnatural cadence of the vocal patterns. Did you know that there are platforms like 11 Labs that specializes in voice cloning technology? All someone needs to do is upload a 2-hour audio clip of a chosen individual, and the AI can recreate and mimic their voice and speech patterns with alarming accuracy. Now let's examine another key clip from this video.
Simon of Cyrene, the man who carried Jesus' cross. As Jesus was on his way to be crucified, Roman soldiers forced a man named Simon of Cyrene to carry his cross. Mark 15:21. Cyrene was located in North Africa in present-day Libya, meaning Simon was a black man. Consider that. On the most significant day in history, when Jesus bore the sins of the world, a black man was given the honor of helping him carry the cross.
In this clip, Billy Graham supposedly says, Simon of Cyrene, the man who carried Jesus' cross as Jesus was on his way to be crucified, Roman soldiers forced a man named Simon of Cyrene to carry his cross. Notice how the video provides no context. Another red flag is the absence of any visual evidence of Billy Graham actually making these statements in any of his recorded sermons. In contrast, I have an actual clip from Billy Graham's Who is Jesus sermon delivered in Chicago in 1971, where he provides the full and proper context of what he actually said.
Anyone that can see Jesus on that cross and not be touched has a heart of stone. They first took off his clothes. Then they took long leather thongs with steel pellets or lead pellets on the end and beat him across the back until he could hardly stand up. Then they put a crown of thorns on his brow and his face was bleeding. And they laughed at him and they spit on him and they mocked him. And with one snap of his finger, 72,000 angels had already drawn their swords ready to come to his rescue and wipe this planet out of existence in the universe. And Jesus said, no, to this end was I born. And he dragged and lifted and hauled that cross. And don't you black people ever forget one thing. The man that helped Jesus carry that cross was a black man.
Another suspicious detail about this AI-generated video is its deliberate omission of what Billy Graham truly preached about Christ.
And don't ever forget another thing. Jesus belongs to Africa as much as he does to Europe and Asia. He was born in that part of the world that touches Africa and Asia and Europe. And Jesus was not a white man like me, nor was he as black as some of you. We don't know what the color of his skin, but it must have been a dark color like the people of his day, because he was a man like them.
Why would the creator of this AI forgery purposely exclude Billy Graham's actual statements about Christ? Finally, here's the ultimate proof that this video is AI generated. Listen closely.
Many believers have noticed that some biblical prophecies about suffering, captivity, and oppression seem to reflect the historical struggles of black people. Could it be that the Bible foresaw these hardships long before they happened? Let's examine the scriptures. Deuteronomy 28, a prophecy of struggle. In Deuteronomy 28, God lays out two paths for the Israelites: blessings for obedience and curses for disobedience. One of the most striking passages is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord will bring you back in ships to Egypt, a journey I promise you should never make again. There you shall offer yourselves for sale to your enemies as male and female slaves, but no one will buy you. Being taken in ships sounds eerily similar to being sold into slavery.
How convenient that in this AI forged Billy Graham sermon, Deuteronomy 28, especially Deuteronomy 28:68, is suddenly emphasized. For more information on Simon of Cyrene, along with the other disciples, please click on the link in the description box titled "The True Disciples, Not Like Them." Acts chapter 13 verse 1 explain for a deeper discovery about who is who. Listen with intelligence. What's your thoughts? Please be respectful with your comments. Also, please click the like, click the notification bell, and subscribe to this channel.
Listen, Genesis chapter 11 verse 10 explains the genealogy of Shem. Shem was a black man in Africa. If you repeat this back, Genesis 14 verse 13, Abraham steps on the scene. Being a descendant of Shem, which is a fact, means Abraham too was black. Abraham, born in the city of a black man called Nimrod, grandson of Ham. Ham had 4 sons. One was named Canaan. Here, let me do some explaining. Abraham, Isaac was Jacob had 12 sons. For real, and these were the children of Israel, according to Genesis chapter 10. These were the children of Israel, according to Genesis chapter 10. These were the children of Israel, according to Genesis chapter 10.